morning. Welcome to the Daily Connection.
Well, good morning, Tennessee Valley, and welcome to another day of broadcasting right here at WDJL, your Gospel Explosion Station. We made a connection with Dr. Mark Barrett. We got him with Christ in Action. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
Well, sir, it is a fateful Friday, a great day to be alive in the Lord. BB's bringing us on, you in the controls, and we're sharing the good news.
Amen. BB told me before we came on that most of his time is, humming. He like to have some more singing time. But sorry, BB. But we appreciate you, Pastor. That song has been bringing you on. Man, about 27 years ago, man, we just thank God for you. And we're going to turn it over to you right now with Christ in Action. Pastor, you got it.
All right, indeed, delighted to be sharing the good news this morning. And of course, 27 years, as y'all must know, I was a very small boy. No, it's been 27 years of God's faithfulness, and we're still declaring the one who is faithful and true. Pure in all his ways. There's none else like him, as the psalmist Fred Hammond declares. And what an overwhelming thing it is to know that he would call us friend. Well, that's what, in order to save us, in order to save the day, he proved his friendship. He set the banner and the mark so high when he says that greater love had no man than this, then he would lay down his life for a friend. And he says, I now call you friends. And then you know what he did? He laid his life down for us, showing his commitment in calling us friends. We are friends of God, friends of whose life was laid down by his only begotten Son to give us life. Friend, we share this often on the broadcast, and in all of our talking and teaching about its time, just so want us to connect with the truths of what it means that Romans chapter 8, verse 32, that God did not spare his own Son, but he delivered him up for us all. How shall he not with him freely give us all things? For if God be for us, who in the world could ever be against us? It doesn't matter who's against us. We become and are more than conquerors through him that loved us, and nothing can separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. So then, moment by moment, day by day, what pleases God is when we believe him. Our faith in him pleases him. Hebrews 11, verse 6. And faith is always expecting greater good. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, faith expects greater good because God is bigger. God is greater. No matter the opportunity that is in front of me, how big the opportunity, the obstacles may seem, and whether or not it looks like you have the resources, the capability, or whatever, the odds are not stacked in your favor. With God, all things are possible. No matter if it's a temptation, trial, test of your faith, you're living in expectation of greater good because God is for you. He's in your corner. He's on your side. He has proven his commitment to you by giving the life of his Son to you. And so then it is living with the anticipation, expectation of freely receiving all things. And not only that, but as we are his ambassadors, we become those who bring this agent of hope, this hope, agents of hope. We become ambassadors or agents of hope in the lives of others because we share the good news of Jesus Christ. The good news of Jesus Christ is, if anything, about hope and expectation of greater good, because it looked pretty bad that day when he was hanging on that cross, and the sun went down, and it went dark, and the earth began to quake. It looked like it was all over as he gave up the ghost and cried out, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? But then he said something. He said, it is finished. It's finished. The redemptive plan and work of God from the foundation of the world was completed for you and I. And since God completed that plan in Christ, we can anticipate and live with an air of expectancy and anticipation, moment by moment. Why? Because if God raised his son from the dead, what is less than raising someone from the dead, bringing resurrection life to any situation? Friend, we want you to know that as you follow Christ, you follow the resurrection. You follow the life, making all things possible to your life, and you an agent of the possibilities of God in the lives of others. This has been an outreach of Connected Church. Connect with us, connected-church.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe there, and right here on this Gospel Exposures outreach to the Tennessee Valley and beyond, every single day, where we declare God's love and our identity to him, that we're together, the difference that makes the difference. So awaken his purpose of knowing him and his love for us, and mobilize his mission of making him known and sharing his love with others. That's good news this morning on this fateful Friday, Pete.
Well, Pastor, I tell you what, man, we appreciate you. I agree with you. Everything you said this morning, man, a great message. But, man, when you came on with that 27 years ago, you were a young man, and then the cable went off in the studio. It's called Verified. But hey, we appreciate you, Pastor. Look forward to talking to you again in the morning, Lord willing, with another Christ in Action broadcast.
All right. Thank you for what you and the Gospel Exposures family do for us every single day. Lord willing, we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.
Okay, young thing.
All right. Hey, air of expectancy. It's time. He didn't spare his own son, but he delivered him up for you. You can expect everything today because of the gift of his son. It's time.